Well, my name is Joey Munoz. I'm 30 years old. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. And I have two siblings that are my exact same age because I'm a triplet.
Hey, that's perfect.
It wasn't really until I was a little bit older where I kind of, I just noticed that it's a constant thing with people. It's a constant curiosity for everybody that finds out. And for me, it's always just been normal. I think that one of the benefits of being a triplet is that even if you're not always on good terms with your siblings, like you always have people around you that are going through, if not the exact same thing, something very similar. And, you can talk about it. I kind of realized at a certain point that like other people don't see the world that way because they don't have that. And I think that kind of gave me a respect for it and an appreciation. I feel like it's a gift to have that.
Is there any other like stereotypes that you've had to like deal with your whole life, or anything?
I think one of the biggest stereotypes is something that like twins get also. It's just like can you feel each other or hear each other's thoughts or that kind of thing. And I'm like, that's not possible, so no. But I mean, I think that we have a connection to each other. I mean, like my brother and I are alike in a lot of ways. We're also very dissimilar in a lot of ways, but we come to the same thought or conclusion on a lot of things, and we describe it to each other, in a way that might harken back to that strange, telepathy type thing. But like, no, I cannot hear what he's thinking. I can't, feel what he's doing right now or anything like that. And I think it's funny that people even like ask that. It's like, what movie did you watch? I've never been mad at people for asking me that kind of stuff. It just makes me laugh. I wish I could. I wish I could hear what my siblings were thinking or feel what they were feeling. But I'm a very empathetic person, so maybe that would be a little too much for me. I have enough trouble on my own. And people ask if we're identical, and I have a sister and a brother, so like, of course we're not identical. One of us is a girl. But it's just funny that people feel like they need to ask that. It's like, just look at us. We're all different. But no, we're all fraternal. And my brother and I do look alike. Even recently, I think on a phone call with a FaceTime phone call with my mom and my brother, she confused us. And, she knows the difference better than anybody, but it's like there's moments in time where it's like confusing for people, especially if we happen to have a similar haircut or a beard or what have you. I've never known anything different than being a triplet. But I've also been forced to kind of examine other people's situations because they're so different than mine. And like I'm not in a situation where I look at an only child and wish I were an only child. Like I've always been thankful for, having the siblings that I do. And I don't know this, but I feel like most only children wish they had a sibling or had wished that at one point in their lives, yeah. There's got to be benefits to being an only child.
Well, there's a lot of stereotypes around that. Oh, you're spoiled. And it's like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah, why is that an assumption?
Well, because they think, well, you didn't have to share anything. You were the center of the universe to the parental units.
Well, but for my experience, though, being one of three, I mean, our parents, I wouldn't say we were necessarily like spoiled, but like, we had a lot as children, and we all had it. It wasn't just, you couldn't give one of us something and not the other two. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like sometimes it depends on who your parents are.
Right. It was 3 Snickers bars, not 1.
Yeah. And maybe they'll be fun size instead of full size, you know, but there's got to be 3.